Jackgreen's it was a generic name because we wanted to look at what other services or products that we could provide that makes it easier for consumers to make the right choices for the environment. The electricity was the most important, because that is the biggest source of emissions in Australia, and it's quite a complex business, so we had to make sure we had that set up and operating and right. 2002 was when the licence was first arranged in New South Wales, and we probably started selling electricity, renewable electricity, in 2005. At the time, there was no options being provided by electricity retailers for people to go green. We did a survey of 3,000 households in 2004, which said if you could provide a green option at no extra cost, would you come across? And 95% of the community said yes, we would. We have a base product which is 10% green power credited, and there's no extra charge for you to come on that. We have a 25% green power product, a 50% and 100% green power product. If you look at our 100% green power product, which is the greenest product you can get, it's $4.40 a week. Price of a cup of coffee a week to be the greenest that you can have. We work through Green Power, which is the government accredited agency that accredits new green renewable energy. So we're the only retailer that has green power accreditation on every product that we sell, and to get that you have to pass through all the green power hurdles, and you get audited each year. So it's it's pretty clear that we're providing the best options for green. In Australia, the main sources are wind and hydro. To a lesser extent, you've got solar, and then hopefully eventually geothermal and wave and the other type. But at the moment, it's predominantly wind that we use. It all goes through one big pool and then out through the same network, so you can't guarantee exactly at a household level that you're getting green, but we actually have to buy on behalf of our customers, and we buy what goes into the pool, so we can say directly we're buying on your behalf and we're buying green energy. There's a couple of things that needs to happen. One, we've all got to work together to reduce the amount of demand of electricity, especially at peak times. But if everybody took a 10% green power option, that would mean that we wouldn't have to create any further coal generation, which then makes it so much easier for us to then start meeting those hurdles of reductions that we need to meet as a society. It is simple, it doesn't cost you a lot. In fact, our base product costs nothing. There's a lot of people out there saying, I should do it, and they just don't get themselves around to doing it. And it's how we fight that, to say, look, it's really important that people start taking the right choices and start making small steps towards the right direction. It really just takes one phone call or to go onto the internet and maybe spend 5 minutes signing up. It's pretty simple.